Glad you found us. You've landed on the first of many informational videos about the Flexique product line. This one is introductory in nature, so it might be a little bit longer, but it does contain some valuable information, not only for those that have never heard of Flexique, but also for those of you that have used it before. Besides addressing each of the products and what they're most commonly used for, this video will attempt to address why Flexique. Why should you use Flexique? So stick with me, you might just learn something new. So let's first talk about the products themselves. The first one is Flexique. It's the product that's used to create edible, flexible, fabric-like materials. It's also used to cover both printed and not printed wafer paper to make it flexible so it doesn't break. The next one is Flexique glue. Why do I need glue, you say? Well, let me tell you, we've tried a couple of different things to attach cured Flexique to itself, and nothing really works as well as Flexique glue. Besides that, as an added bonus, we found that you can paint with colored Flexique glue on fondant for a textured effect. And we've also found that you can create edible paper mache with Flexique glue. The third product is our Flexique Instant Lace. It's a no-mix, no-bake product made in the USA, designed to be used in lace mats to produce flexible lace that stays flexible indefinitely. So that's a top-level look at our product line. Future videos will go into each of these in detail, so keep coming back and learning. We also carry accessories that work very well with our products. Atico tools, Artisan Accents colors, and the Sugar Art lusters. And now, do I hear a drum roll? To address why you should use Flexique products, let's look at them from a functional perspective, shall we? Let's do it. First up is flexibility, stretchability. This pertains to spreading Flexique out on a silicone mat and then lustering or dusting with cornstarch or spraying with chocolate lacquer to get it either a matte or a shiny finish. Now you can put these things in the product before you spread it out, or you can do it after. Here we've got several versions of Flexique fabric, colored, lustered. One aspect of flexibility that is very beneficial for cake decorating is the creation of pleats. You know how difficult that is sometimes, right? So because of the flexibility in the resulting product, you can very easily create your pleats that you can put onto your cake. They do not break because they're very flexible. You can use Flexique glue to attach them and then just place them onto your cake very, very nicely because you can manipulate them without breakage. Or you can make larger sheets of Flexique fabric. If you have an application that requires bigger pieces, you can create as big of a piece of Flexique fabric that you want. It'll stay flexible. You can use it as backdrops, as curtains. You can use it in any way you want. The flexibility is there. Flexique also picks up textures very easily, so you can spread Flexique onto a texture sheet. Then you can cut strips and weave them into a basket. Because it's very flexible, it's very easy to weave. You can also cut Flexique with a pizza wheel cutter, cut strips, or use shape cutters to cut shapes out of it. You can use the strips for fringe, for graduation cap tassels, for shoelaces, any of those things, and it's stretchable. So we've had it lab tested and found that it has a tensile strength of 2.3. What does that mean? It basically means that you can stretch it to 2.3 times its length before it breaks. We've got a video down in the comments that demonstrates that capability. If you're interested, that capability very nicely leads us into the next functional aspect, and that is durability. Making delicate decorations unbreakable. We all know that wafer paper is fragile. It can crack easily. Coat it with Flexique to make it durable, and eliminate the danger of breakage. I have a section of wafer paper here that's been coated with Flexique. You can see that I can crumble it up and it doesn't break. It's very durable. In fact, you can use Flexique coated wafer paper to create roses that won't break when they're dropped. There'll be more on that in future videos. We actually have a video that demonstrates a rose created with Flexique and a rose created with gum paste that are dropped. You never guess what happens. The gum paste one shatters, the Flexique one just bounces. That video is linked down in the comments, so check it out. Next up is protectability. I like to refer to it as edible image armor. If you've worked with edible prints, you'll know that a drop of water or just a smudge from buttercream fingers will ruin the print. Protect it by coating it with Flexique, and that issue goes away. There's a flag printed on some wafer paper here. You can actually sprinkle water on it and you won't damage the print. Let me show you. You get some water, wipe it off, and you can see no running of the ink. Plus, it's flexible and durable, so you can manipulate it nicely onto your cake without any damage. Oh, and one more thing. You can actually use Flexique to coat food items. It's like an edible saran wrap or edible plastic wrap. We've actually tried that by cutting an avocado in half, coating one side with Flexique, leaving the other side uncoated, and left them on the counter overnight. The side that didn't have Flexique on it was brown. The side that was coated with Flexique was just as fresh as when we first cut it. Just another benefit. And then you have extensibility. I think I'm going to move over for this one. This is an interesting one. You can add items to Flexique, or you can add Flexique to certain items to change the aspect a little bit, to extend the working time. Some examples are confectionery coating. You mix Flexique into confectionery coating and you get a heavier drapery kind of feel for your fabric. Gum paste or fondant. You add Flexique to that, you can spread it thinner, you can manipulate it, it gives it a little bit more flexibility, and it eliminates the elephant skin. Pastillage. You know how quickly pastillage hardens up? Well, if you add Flexique to it, it'll extend its working time by almost an hour. It'll eventually get hard, but it'll extend the working time quite a bit. Cornstarch. That's probably the most commonly augmented material with Flexique. And the reason why is because it allows you to actually pipe the product. You can do several things with it. You can spread it out very thinly and create self-curling rose petals. You can put it in a piping bag and pipe sayings that you can then easily put onto your cake. You can create strings for any kind of application. Puppet strings, graduation cap tassels, shoestrings. You can actually pipe an outline of stained glass and then fill it in for a edible stained glass effect. There's a lot of things you can do with cornstarch and Flexique. There'll be more on that in future videos. Finally, color, flavor, and functional versatility. We've told you lots of times, you've heard it, there are so many things you can do with Flexique. It could get almost overwhelming. People are finding new applications all the time. It's all about options with, as our tagline says, endless possibilities. So we're going to help you through that. We're going to try to capture those applications for you here and keyword them so you can come back and refer to them and not be afraid to try. It's really not that hard. So what are you waiting for? Grab your products if you don't have them already. Check out a retailer near you. A list of them is on our website, or you can order them direct. One more thing, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do so now. You'll be notified when new content gets posted. We're going to try to post at least the last Friday of the month, Flexique Fridays, or more often if we can get the content together faster. Feel free to add your comments and questions in the comment section below. We hope to see you back here often. In the meantime, stay flexed and be good.